Here's a fun fact about people my age. Growing up, we try to navigate the world, and in doing so, we look for people that are motivational speakers and people that can help us navigate the world in such a way that makes sense and agree with the little that we believe in. For instance, if you believe that you should go to the gym and look better, when you find someone who talks about the importance of going to the gym, the reason why going to the gym would give you peace and happiness, that's the first thing and that's the thing you want to do because that person says something that you think is right. So when the person amplifies that thing, you want to do that thing continuously. Or for instance, you listen to someone who says that you should have money and luxurious cars. Your mind tells you that this person is saying the right thing and you want to follow that person and be listening to what that person say and be doing what that person says. Now, let's say for instance, now you now find someone who gives you a complete change of heart. For instance, you believe in abortion. You believe that everyone should abort their kids or everyone that have the choice to abort their kids. And you find someone else that tells you that yes, do not no, do not abort your kids. Now, I'm not telling you that this one is right or this one is wrong. But personally, in my belief, I do believe that no one should abort their kids. Well, you can have your own choice. That is your choice. But personally, because I know what it means not to abort a child. But moving on, you can have someone who gives you a different mindset from what you had before, and immediately what you do is you follow that person because that person has given you something different. Now the problem here is that one, you were following something or someone that gives you one direction, and immediately you had a change in heart, you followed another person. Now, I've been a victim of that. I've followed someone and with one belief, and immediately I saw someone with another belief that sound okay. I follow the person, including follow the person on social media platforms, and even wanting to pay for whatever thing or product the person is selling. The truth is that the state of my country, Nigeria, doesn't allow that. And glory be to God, I would have seen myself in the situation where I am becoming more of a follower of one ideology than a thinker of another ideology. Now, initially, you might want to be in a world where you follow someone that says something that you resonate with. Yes, everybody wants to follow someone like that. For you, it might be Jordan Peterson, it might be a pastor, it might be your parents, it might be someone on the streets, just someone that is more articulate and can say something that you think and feel. But I want you to ask yourself, do you want to blindly follow humans than to think for yourself? Now, I can't tell you that, okay, this is the right way to think, this is how you should think. That's not my duty and my position in society. But what I can tell you is that whenever you find yourself in a situation where someone gives you or says something that you might resonate with, I want you to take a moment before following that person and do a research about that topic. Find out how deep it goes in the rabbit hole, whether the person exposed an hidden truth or you try to counter the person by studying and looking for evidence that counters the person. Whatever it is, before going ahead and following people blindly with whatever perspective or whatever thing they bring to you, I want you to think for yourself and make something and do something better with your life before you blindly follow. Now, I can't stop you from following anyone because we live in a free society. Well, depending on where you are in the world, I can't tell you to go ahead and start following Andrew Tate or following Tinubu or following Peter Obi or one new Twitter user, whatever it is. I can't tell you that you shouldn't follow or follow them. What I can tell you is that question your belief. And yeah, it's something it's very important to note this. If you believe 100% of what someone says, you are automatically a robot. Whether the person says something that is right, the person does something that is right. For instance, you might be the type that follow, let's say, who can I use as an example? You follow Kagan on this thing on TikTok, on Instagram. Can be that type of person that follows him, agrees with everything he says, be an iPhone stan. But when you see something that is obviously not true, let's say he says something like iPhone is 10 times or a billion times better than Android. And deep down, you know that there's something that an Android phone can do and iPhone can't do. And you start saying that yes, you want to follow the person because that person said something that's right, this person I'm always following. End of the day, you just end up looking at your phone. I'm using Android and I've been using Android. Currently, I'm shooting on iPhone. But at the same, as much as I trust and believe Android, I know that there are things an iPhone can do that an Android can't do. That's because I don't blindly follow or I'm not compelled with any belief of people that I 1000% resonate with. Now, that said, where do we go from here? Now, you might have seen that my YouTube channel has the name has changed. I'll soon change some of my social channels and podcasts and some other things. I'm working towards not building um, multiple channels, trying to do things that are way beyond my capacity. I'm trying to build focus. You see, I'm going to be honest. January to June was like my best times. I was consistent in making content. I was pushing out content that one way or the other sound reasonable, but all of a sudden, all that disappeared. And one reason for that could be the fact that I am doing multiple things at the same time. Only me writes, only me create videos, only me edit videos, only me I'm working. The same thing goes with my life in general. The truth is that I might be the most busy person I know, but I am also the most lazy person I know. Yes, and that's because, like I said, I am doing multiple things at the same time. And the best way to go, especially when we are moving into a new year, is that all those billions and one things I want to do just to achieve a goal, why don't I narrow them down to the little that my brain can carry? And I think a first step for that can be removing the fact that I have a podcast and a YouTube channel and merge them into one thing. Though the podcast channel and some of the platforms will still be up, if it's not up, I'm going to delete them. But some of those things are still going to be up, but everything is now going to be merged into one. And the reason for that is that, for instance, I'm having two platforms. I'm having podcasts and I'm having my own personal YouTube channel. I tell myself that I want to create two videos or two type podcast type of videos for those platforms. One for my YouTube channel, one for my podcast. I can just narrow all that energy into creating one quality video for just one platform and in return reduce all the strengths I'm using to process all those things and create one good output. Even though it's creating one video a week, or creating two, as long as it is in one focused platform, then I'm good to go. Like for instance, this my YouTube channel is now called Changing the Narrative with Adedayo, because the old concept of the immortal lifestyle, the old immortal boat, everything that I was doing before is about creating something different and creating a world where it isn't just black and white, it isn't just normal as usual, but there is something that is happening that people don't know and people don't see. Like, for instance, I've said it before, I have a great interest and passion and a dream to one day become billionaire, even though it's 1 billionaire. I just get to that stage and probably the next day I lose the wealth. As long as I go to that stage, I just have that kind of desire to get there. What was I saying? Now, doing that is almost impossible if people don't believe in you, or if people think that your way is not going to happen, it's not part of the normalcy. For instance, for instance, I said to myself that if I am in a situation where, no, yes, if I am in a situation where I am normal, there is no possibility that I would ever make it. That's because normalcy doesn't make it in life. Being normal, being part of the system would never make you make anything in this life. The best way you can do so is being the weird guy, the only guy that doesn't fit in that system. For instance, um, in school, you might, yeah, in school is a system where you are just doing everything to get the grade and to pass and to pass and to pass and to pass. And there's this one student that gets CU, class carryover, that fails some courses, that gets C in some courses. I know the day he probably expect like 1 extra year, and you've graduated. In 10 years' time, that guy might be richer than you. And it's not because of anything, it's because deep down, he is not part of the normal society. The society that tells you you have to obey and you have to comply to everything that is being said to you without checking twice. People that do not compile to things that are being said to them, they somehow make it in life. Even Elon Musk doesn't obey government rules and regulation, even though his company requires that he complies to government rules and regularization. Yes, he obeys to most of them, but there are some times where you have to look back and say, that thing you just told me is completely bogus and stupid, so I cannot comply with it. So whatever it is in life, just find something that makes you unique. Find something that you love doing, and maybe one day you would make it in life. Maybe one day you become what you eventually dream of. But whatever it is, just don't be like me and give yourself too much workload and do everything at the same time. Because at the end of the day, you might not end up making one thing, and that's mostly because you are doing everything all at once. Adedayo, you can call me the mortal boat if you like. Uh, let's look at Adedayo and see you next time we see. Bye for now.